Assalamu alaikum. I am Mohammed Abir Hasan Efte from Sylhet Central Dental College, session 2018-19 and also campus ambassador of Axis Medical School. Today I want to discuss with you about separating media. The first question is, what is separating media? The answer is the materials which are used to separate two surfaces like plaster to plaster surface, acrylic surface to plaster surface from sticking are called separating media. The next question is, classify separating media with example of each. The answer is number 1, oily and greasy substances. Example, mineral and vegetable oils. Grease in crude form, which is baseline. Number 2, solution forming an impermeable layer over plaster surface. Examples, 6% solution of sodium alginate, which is cold mold seal. Acetone solution of celluloids. Number 3, materials having physical and chemical effects on the plaster surface. Examples, soap solution, dilute water gas solution. Number 4, materials having no physical and chemical effects on the plaster surface. Examples, tinfoil of 0.001 mm thickness, cellophane paper. Next question is, why separating media is necessary? The answer is number 1, to prevent water from the mold entering into acrylic resin. Number 2, to prevent monomer penetrating into the mold materials. Number 3, helps in easier retrieval of the denture from the mold. This time we want to discuss with you about cold mold seal. The first question is, why it is called cold mold seal? The answer is, it is effective on cold surface. They do not heap up on the cold plaster surface. That's why they are called cold mold seal. The next question is, what is the composition of cold mold seal? The answer is sodium alginate, glycerin, alcohol, sodium phosphate, preservatives, coloring agent, and which is pinkish. The next question is, what is the mechanism of action of cold mold seal? The answer is, when sodium alginate is applied on the plaster surface, the sodium salts come in contact with the calcium sulfate of plaster, producing insoluble calcium alginate, which forms a thin impermeable membrane or layer and serves as separating media. The next question is, what is the application procedure of cold mold seal? The answer is, this is applied in two coatings. The first coating is applied and allowed to dry. The second coating is applied on first coating. Application is done by camel hair brush or cotton. Application is done in only one direction. The next question is, what is the uses of cold mold seal? The answer is, number 1, separate plaster surface from the acrylic surface. Number 2, separate plaster surface from metal surface. Number 3, separating model from soluble plaster. The next question is, what is the advantages and disadvantages of cold mold seal? The answer is, the advantages of cold mold seal is, it can be easily applied on the surface, less time consuming, and even and uniform thickness can be obtained. The disadvantages of cold mold seal is, it is effective on the cold surface. If used in hot surface, it will heap up. The next question is, what are the advantages of cold mold seal over tin foil? The answer is, number 1, application procedure of cold mold seal is very easy, whereas the application procedure is very difficult and technique sensitive in case of tin foil. Number 2, manipulation of cold mold seal is less time consuming, while the manipulation of tin foil is very time consuming. Number 3, tin foil is very expensive rather than cold mold seal. Thank you so much for watching my video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.